Hey guys, welcome to Collecting with Red. I just wanted to throw this video out there and wish anybody on my friends list and subscriber lists a happy Father's Day. Whether you have children who are flesh and blood, whether they're furry, like my mascot and my little buddy Roscoe right here. Whether you have angel babies, yeah, I'm not even going to get on the subject of angel babies. Like I said, I mainly just wanted to come on and say, happy Father's Day to, anyone who gives stuff. Um, I'm fortunate enough that my mom met a man who would go on to become a father figure to me and, you know, be the only father that I knew until I was about 17, almost 18 years old. And, my mom met my stepdad in 98. They dated, and almost a year after meeting, they were married, and they were married for about 9 years. No. Yeah, about almost 9 years when my mom got a letter in the mail from the state of Tennessee versus my mother and my birth father, um, for child support. And this is exactly how my dad found out that, hey, you have a 17, almost 18-year-old son. My dad was an over the road trucker, and my dad's mom is and was a professional poker player and stuff like that. And she just happened to be home for the weekend and got in the mail, and my dad just happened to call to check in, and she's like, "Oh, hey, daddy, this and this and this." Yeah, so the state of Tennessee wanted to take my mom and dad to court for $275,000. Yeah, no, yeah, $275,000 worth of child support. So yeah, no, 225 because literally no, it would have been 275 because the judge said I have never seen someone trying to like that. And my mom literally sat there and told the judge that she didn't want anything from him. So my dad got out of having to pay $250,000 in child support. Part of it is because of the fact that his sister, who was a huge "see you next Thursday," told him that my mother, who at the time was 15 when she got pregnant with me, had an abortion. Because, again, she was a giant "see you next Thursday." Um, of course, apparently she has mellowed out some since then. Apparently she's actually become quite nice and enjoyable. But I got to meet my dad. Uh, got the letter, and they said, I'm going to go to court. I told my mom instead of that, I said, I want to go. I said, you know, now bear in mind, never seen a picture of the man, nothing like that. Um, so we go to the courthouse. Um, and here's the funny thing, okay? So in this particular courthouse, to go like you come out of the courtrooms and you come down the hallway, and they're in the middle of the middle of the like the circle where the staircases are that lead up to the upper levels. There's a water fountain like dead center of the room, and then you go like this way to go to the bathrooms. So I'm sitting there getting a drink of water, and this guy walks up and says, "Hey, where are the bathrooms?" And he had leaned down to take a drink of water, and I was like, they're over there, blah blah, because some people who've never been there don't know where they are. Well, I got this really weird feeling, and sure enough, we get in the courtroom, and they're calling the roll, and they say my dad's name, and sure enough, the same guy who walked up and asked me for the bathroom was like, "Here." So, they're like, blah, 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 talk. My mom didn't want jack shit to do with the child support. Uh, yeah, so basically my dad got out of having to pay $250,000 in child support. I ended up going and living with him for a little while, and he gave me my first car. He traded his, 83, 84 Toyota or something like that. It was one of the last years that Toyota had, or no, it was the Mazda, excuse me, because it had an electronic carburetor that he was having problems with. And he traded it to a guy for a 1991 Pontiac Grand Prix 2-door that was mine. Got it for me. I paid the license, insurance, tax, all that stuff. Fast forward, I knew my dad for about 6 months, and I was able to spend a Father's Day and a birthday with my dad. We were camping out for my dad's birthday, which just happens to be on Tuesday of next week. Um, my dad was like, "I'm gonna go spend, the night with my girlfriend." Blah blah blah. And I'm like, "Okay, Dad, go have fun." Well, the next morning, Dad doesn't come home, and fast forward to about 12 o'clock that afternoon. We get a phone call. Dad's been arrested. Dad spends the next year or so in jail and is 2 years away from getting out on a 15-year prison sentence. I talk to my dad all the time. I've really got to know my dad more, since he's been in. But I don't know why I even told you this story. By the way, you want to hear something really funny? I'm walking home and I felt my shoe getting loose, and I thought, oh, maybe my shoe came untied. So I get home and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna kick my shoe off. Yeah, my shoelace broke while it was tied. So yeah, that happened. But guys, if you I'm sorry if I bored you with this stupid story, but happy Father's Day. And random question. I'm writing a book. Um, it's kind of a science fiction, supernatural kind of scenario. It's called Shadows of the Forest. And I'm curious, would anyone be interested in me telling a story or reading you like a chapter or something of this story in some of my videos when I'm not boring the hell out of you with other stupid things? Just give me some comments, likes. If anyone is interested in sending me some stickers or some pins or pops or Hot Wheel IDs, sodas, anything like that, I'm going to put my email and my address below. Just get a hold of me and be like, even if you don't want to tell me what you're sending me, just be like, hey, I'm sending you something. That way I can kind of be like, okay, I know I need to be looking for things because I have a really cool mail person that if they know that I'm getting a package, they often will either bring it to me at work or they will ensure that I get it. So on and so forth. So I appreciate you guys. Happy Father's Day. This has been Collecting with Red. I'm out.